For all the talk you lot have been giving all of us in the regular season, throughout the playoffs, for all the smack talk you've been giving, you don't need to sit down and digest. Luka Doncic had blood in his eyes. Jay Crowder? You think he's going to be scared of someone named Devin? Come on, man, let's be serious. What's good on YouTube? Welcome back into another episode of the Outbound Show. We finally made it. We're now into the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals. And what a way to get into this series, because we had not one, but two Game 7s on Sunday night. Again, it wasn't really the best of games because they were both blowouts, but the way they happened, actually not really on one of them, not really the Bucks and the Celtics, the Mavs and the Suns. We're going to get into some slander, don't worry. If you're a Suns fan, if you're a Chris Paul fan, listen, you might want to turn away. Actually, nah, you don't need to stay, because for all the talk you lot have been giving all of us in the regular season, throughout the playoffs, for all the smack talk you've been given, you don't need to sit down and digest this corn you're about to receive. Really internalize it, because it's about to get long for you lot. But before we get into the show, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Again, hit me up on Instagram as well at the Outbound Show. And yeah, man, let's get into it. Luka Doncic had blood in his eyes. From Devin Booker talking smack to him, from Chris Paul, from Jay Crowder, for Luka to see all of them and have blood in his eyes. The first, I think, 11, 12 points, all his, just straight buckets. How can you be posting up DeAndre Ayton, who's a center? You're posting him up, backing him down and scoring buckets on him. That man had blood in his eyes. He said, listen, man, I don't care what's been happening in this series. I don't care who's coming with me, but I'm winning this game. And for the role players as well to step up, Spencer Dinwiddie, who had a big game, dropping 30 points on the road in the Game 7. Then you had Jalen Brunson just finish off in the third and fourth quarter. Man, I can't believe what happened, man. And if you're Luka, I mean, I trusted Luka to win this game. I still thought the Suns were going to win because, again, it is a Game 7 in their arena. They are a 64-win team. Credit for what they did in the regular season. But for Luka to walk into their building, this man at 18 years old was playing against grown men in the EuroLeague, playing against Ivan and Victor in the EuroLeague. And then you think he's going to be scared of Jay Crowder? You think he's going to be scared of someone named Devin? Come on, man, let's be serious. The buckets he was dishing out all game. Cam Johnson, Devin Booker, Jay Crowder, Christopher, DeAndre Ayton, they all got it. Mikal Bridges, who is probably going to be hitting one of the all-defensive teams, probably first team all-defense. It did not matter. Because what Luka done to them, and the others as well, I can't believe this, man. Now, if you're Christopher, this is now the 5th time you've given up a 2-0 series lead. Jordan, my bro, I know you're watching, Suns fan. You told me they were going to step up and win this series, win the NBA Finals even. What happened, my bro? Like, I still can't believe what happened. A lot of people in the NBA world are shocked, because it's not even the fact that they lost the game. For them to be getting smoked by 40 points in your home building, by the second half, the fans were booing their own team. Like, and for this guy, man, credit to the Mavs organization for them to be able to pick up Spencer Dinwiddie in the second half of the season. I mean, wow, man, what a pickup he has been. For them to ship out Kristaps Porzingis, to bring him in from the Washington Wizards, and in the biggest game of his life, having the performance of his life as well, man. He's giving straight buckets. No one in the Suns could step in front of him. Even while Luka was on the bench, I think they went up by another 10 or 12 points. Look at that. How can you be posting up the center? A center, you're posting, backing him down. Look at the laugh he's giving you lot. Just mocking it. Listen, man, as a Suns hater, as a Christopher hater, as a Lakers fan, this was sweet. I wish this could have been the Lakers doing this to the Suns, but I'm going to have to settle for this. Luka is one of my favourite players as well. But man, and if you're Devin Booker as well, I expected more from him. Christopher, again, there was reports that he was injured, like always, like clock with that guy. But if you're Devin Booker, it is on you to really step up and show out in your home building. Show why you are regarded as one of the best rising talents in the league. Even though he's been in the league for about 6, 7, 8 years now. For some reason, I still see him as like a young talent in the league. But I really expected more from him. I really expected him to match Luka's intensity. Really like a back and forth game, like we had between Giannis and Jason Tatum in Game 6 of the in the Eastern Conference. But he was missing all game. I think he ended the first half with about 2 points. Luka just giving it to all of them. Look at that. The guy was mocking it all game, man. And look at this one. Cam Johnson, come here, sit down, wet. And by then, I think that's when they realized, yeah, man, it's a wrap. Congratulations to the Mavericks, onto the Western Conference Finals, about to play the Golden State Warriors. And that's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm going to give you my predictions soon, after we're going to get into the Bucks and Celtics after this. But yeah, man, congratulations to the Mavs. Congratulations to Jason Kidd as well, because he's taken a lot of heat over the years for his coaching, winners with the Nets, winners with the Bucks. But for him to really mature, grow, his game plan as well was just perfect in terms of taking Chris Paul out of the game. Because again, Jason Kidd is one of the greatest point guards of all time. So he knows, again, really how to take a point guard out of a series, what is expected of, especially older point guards as well. Because now Chris Paul is 37. So their game plan was just amazing, to let anyone but Devin Booker beat them, to really double him as soon as he touched the ball. Again, Devin Booker, you should have been training in the summer on those double teams, because it can't come back and bite you like we saw in this game, man. If you're the Suns, you got a lot of decisions to make this summer. DeAndre Ayton is up for eligible for a max contract. Are you going to pay him? Probably not. But are you going to let him walk in free agency? That's the question. Personally, I will probably facilitate a sign and trade, probably get some assets back for him. And Chris Paul as well. He's now turning 38, 39 in the next 2 years of his contract. And he's owed about 60 more million over the next 2 years. So would you really want to pay him as well? Would you trade him? One player like Dame maybe? I want a new team. I want to move out. I think they might ship him out in a heartbeat. So you never know what's going to happen in the summer. But again, man, credit to the Mavs, man. This guy, LUKAAA, like, he's the best player remaining in the playoffs. Now that my boy Giannis got eliminated, unfortunately, by the Celtics, he's easily the best remaining player. And for him to go against Steph Curry is going to be a great matchup to see. Now, unfortunately, my boy Giannis has been eliminated. He's definitely solidified himself as the best player in the NBA, hands down. I don't hear no arguments. But this guy, man, I told you guys, if he can step up and be on par with Giannis at least, or show us why he's considered now probably a top 5 player in the league, Jason Tatum really brought it home, man. His magnificent performance in Game 6.
Tatum, step back, three-pointer, it's good!
Dropping 46 points on the road, matching Giannis's buckets. Every bucket that Giannis and his team scored, he just gave a counter every single time. Man, Jason Tatum's really matured and shown why he's one of the best players in the league. Throughout the regular season, into the playoffs now, he's really stepped up. Again, I said it, man. If he can really show up and show out, like tough buckets that all series was making. He started off slow. I think he had a game where he was shooting 4 for 19. He definitely started off slow in the series, but again, a mark of a true great player is not how you start, it's how you finish. Like that great saying goes, man. And for him to step up in games 5, 6, and 7 when his team really, really needed him, yeah, man, Jason Tatum is now on that level, man. I do have to give him credit. So, the Celtics are on to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat. That's going to be a real grind-it-out defensive series. I'm probably going to see a lot of 90s basketball in this series. We've got 2 great defensive teams. I would say give the edge to the Celtics because I think I trust them more offensively. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, who can hit the open 3. Alpha Horford, who again had a game of his life in against the series against the Bucks. So I would say I trust the Celtics a bit more offensively. Heat, I would say Jimmy Butler, who's had an amazing postseason.
Tobias Harris over me?
Really stepped up, especially from the embarrassing postseason he had last year. So I think he's averaging about 28 points this postseason. But the thing is, he hasn't seen the defenders the Celtics have. He hasn't seen 6'7", 6'8" guys on him a lot. He was going against Tobias Harris, like in the last series, James Harden. So it was a really easy matchup for him. The Celtics probably are the best team defensively remaining in the playoffs. They have no weak link, 1 to 5 as well. And especially if you're the Heat, you're going to be relying on Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero to step up, your second and third options. Do you trust them to step up against this team offensively to score the ball? I don't know, man. We're going to see. So I do give the Celtics the edge. And I would say I think the Celtics can win in, I'll say 6 or 7, just because the Heat are home for the majority of the playoffs. They do have home court advantage for the start of this Eastern Conference Finals. So I'll give the edge to the Celtics, but we're going to see, man. It should be a great matchup to see. It should be a great defensive grind-out team. And I think that the Heat probably won't be used to the Celtics' intensity because the Celtics just have gone to war for 7 games against a great defensive team in the Bucks. Even though the Bucks, man, Coach Budenholzer, let me just quickly sidetrack. I need that man arrested ASAP because for you to be playing Grayson Allen and George Hill minutes in a Game 7, oh, come on, bro. Oh, man. Like, I was so angry when I saw that, man. So, The Bucks, again, I can't really say much because their second best player was out. Chris Middleton was out nursing an injury. Giannis, again, did all he could, but he needed help from his others. He didn't get that, unfortunately. So they are going home in Cancun right now. Sorry, my bro Giannis, but they're going to be back next year. I don't think they have to make drastic changes. They definitely need someone, a third, let's say, shot maker. So yeah, I see Celtics moving on to against the Heat, and I see Celtics making NBA Finals. As a Lakers fan, that pains me to say, but I have to give them credit, man. This kid, I can't even call him a kid anymore, man. He's shown like his game in terms of the passing, his shot creation, and his shot making as well. I think he's just on another level compared to the Heat. So I'm picking the Celtics to win, and yeah, we'll see. And now between the Mavs and the Golden State Warriors, that's going to be a great matchup as well. You got Luka Doncic versus Steph Curry, Jalen Brunson versus Klay. I'm picking the Dallas Mavericks to win this in 6, and let me tell you why. If for the Warriors, to be honest, the Warriors really haven't shown me that they're ready for, let's say, an offensive threat like someone like Luka Doncic. They got taken to 6 by the Memphis Grizzlies, who were missing the second best player in Ja Morant, but I think about 2 to 3 games in the end. Steph Curry really hasn't really stepped up. I haven't really seen a Steph Curry we all know him to be. Klay Thompson again has been very up and down. Draymond Green isn't even looking at the basket anymore. So if you're the Warriors, you're relying on people like Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole to step up. Do you trust them in a Western Conference Finals? I don't know, man. But again, it can all be corrected if we get the Steph Curry we're all used to seeing. If Steph Curry is able to show up and show out like we know he can, dropping 40 points. When they're going to get up against LUKAAA, I don't know, man. Do they have the guards to defend him? You got Draymond Green, who is an all-world defender, but LUKAAA is someone who can really get his game up against anyone. So you can't really stop him, you can slow him down. But again, for the Dallas Mavericks, it's really about the others as well. Jalen Brunson, can you show up consistently like you did against the Utah Jazz? Can you show up like you did in Game 7 against the Suns? And Spencer Dinwiddie as well, who has been up and down. We had a big Game 7, so his confidence is really feeling good at the moment. Can he step up as well against the Golden State Warriors? Because the Warriors are a good defensive team as well, and especially on offense with their ball movement. They're going to be running a lot now. Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith, they're going to be chasing Klay around, especially. So if you're LUKAAA, again, one game plan, we already know Jason Kidd is going to implement Hunt Curry, Hunt Poole, when you can, especially on those switches, because the Warriors like to switch a lot on their pick and rolls. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. But I think it's Luka's time, man. I think I can see like a 2011 sort of run like Dirk had. I see him having that LeBron 07 run as well, and leading his team to the NBA Finals. So I see Luka doing something special, and I'm hoping that, yes, I am hoping, because again, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't need to see Curry get another ring, I'll be raw, and a Warriors organization as well. But I do see Luka winning in 6. So yeah, we'll see, man. I think they might still Game 1. So Game 1 is tomorrow night, and we've got the Heat versus Celtics today, or tonight, sorry. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. We're into the conference finals now. Nearly at the NBA Finals. We're nearly at the finish line. But yeah, man. My name is Jay. It's been another episode of the Outbound Show. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.